Stop! You're standing in front of the holy grotto of Ravak, the god of oblivion. What's your business here?
I want to come inside.
Let in a stranger? Don't make me laugh.
You should advise, nothing more. You're a stranger. Why should we let you in? Do you know what awaits you in here? No easy life. We're Morcons. Our life is hard. Work is our way.
Work and pain.
What kind of work?
Anything that needs to be done.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Easy to say, harder to prove. Understand this, if you enter and we don't like what you do, you will not leave.
I'll be careful.
Good. You may pass.
Do you really intend to let him pass? What is wrong with you?
That's not your decision to make.
Bring him to Khan. He should decide.
Good idea. You stay beside me, got it? Follow me. Okay, I don't think Marat can hear us anymore. Which means no more pointless bickering. I'm not taking you to Khan. I only said that to shut Marat up. I'm Dimitri, by the way. Now listen, if you really want to stay here, there's a few things you should know.
Such as?
Such as it's a fucking bad idea for you to run around on your own down here. If someone doesn't tell you the rules, then you will get in serious trouble. So that's what I'm gonna do. Khan can wait. Come on then. See that big passageway up ahead, one level below us? Behind it is Ravak's cathedral and the Blood Cistern. Only the higher-ups are allowed to pay homage there to Ravak and his eternal oblivion. You shouldn't even try to get to the cathedral. If you want in, you'll have to join us, or make one hell of an impression on Khan. Let's move on. Still lots to see. We're just about to enter the War District. That's where we poachers have our cages for bringing new recruits into Morcon society. You joined up voluntarily. Otherwise, you'd probably be in there with the prisoners. Besides the cages, there's also the arena. You can see that later. Watch out for the guards. Not all of them are happy to let you go from one district to another. So just watch yourself, okay?
Can I fight in the arena too?
Even though you're not a Morcon, you mean? It's very unusual, but the arena master is just over there. We can go ask him. Even if they say yes, do me a favor and don't do it now. We haven't got the time. If you get killed in the arena, I'll have to explain it to Khan somehow. I'll wait here for you.
I don't think you fought in the arena yet.
It's true, but my will is unbroken. I want to get out of here.
Yeah, but are you ready?
I have Zarina's blessing, and Ravok is on my side.
Huh, and you think that's enough? Good luck.
I'll wipe the floor with those animals.
You have strong lungs. We'll see what's left of them once the beasts are done with you.
Look at this. I don't believe it. An outsider in our grotto? I don't know about that. It's true, is it not? The world out there really has lost its reason. I bet you've come a long way.
What are you doing here?
It's my job to test anyone who wants to leave the grotto.
Test?
Most of them have never been to the surface. Not like you have. Gotta make sure they're ready for the dangers out there. That's what the arena's for.
And they fight there against your prisoners?
What? No. The prisoners are all to be new followers of Ravok. We use creatures in the arena. Anyone who beats them gets to leave the grotto.
And if they fail?
Then they stay here, where it's safer for them. That's assuming the creatures don't kill them, of course. Which is what happens most of the time. So what are you doing here?
Dmitri told me about the arena.
He should be keeping watch, not telling damn stories. It's me who decides who fights in the arena. You don't need your skills tested, though. You came from outside. You already know the dangers. So, why should I let you fight?
I'm interested in the challenge. Count me in.
A matter of honor? Good to see you youngsters carrying the torch. Bad news, though. We've got no fights on right now. Not enough creatures. Venya's people usually catch the beasts. But they must be having problems since they haven't brought us any new ones. Come back later if you want to know more. Dmitri must be waiting for you. And I hate to leave the gate unguarded. May Ravok be with you.
There you are. Can we move on?
You'd have put me in a cage if I hadn't come here voluntarily?
We need new blood, and you look like a good prospect. So yeah, that might have happened. I used to work at the cages myself, so come on, I'll show you where I used to work. As a non-Morcon, this must seem strange to you.
Yeah, a little.
If we lose a worker, then that endangers the balance. So we have to keep our numbers up to help us survive. We get these new recruits, teach them all about our way of life, and make them into new Morcons. It's a good life here in the grotto, better than anything outside. So our recruits are safer here, and soon forget about their old lives. But I've said too much.
What do you mean there's nothing?
I can't change that. You should know better than anyone that Ghosta puts a price on everything.
That's why I sent you to him.
He never makes exceptions, not even for me. You think he even cares if the prisoners live or die? Maybe he's right. Why should you care what happens to them?
Forgotten what's at stake, have you?
Then ask the distributor.
I did. No luck.
Then I can't help you either. Just keep my name out of this in the future, you hear?
May Oblivion find you. It's not often that strangers visit the cages. Do yourself a favor. Come back later, huh? Maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm a little busy here.
You really abduct people and put them into cages?
It's not as bad as it sounds, honest. Lots of the people we bring here don't get that we're just trying to save them, but they all see the truth eventually. Trust me, it's kept us going for over 100 years. We survived the impact. We survived decades of isolation and wars. We'll survive whatever these strange towers mean. You'll see. The path of the Morcons is the only true path.
Let's move on.
Sure thing. Finally, we get to the heart of the grotto. The residential district is a holy place for many of us. A place of tranquility, contemplation, and drinking. We don't relax often, but when we do, it's in the cellar with Ghosta. Besides the residential district, there's also the quartermaster's district and trader's district. Who knows how Khan will react to you? Take this opportunity to buy a few things. You might not get another chance. I suggest you talk to Tengus. He might allow you to trade here. Then your journey won't have been for nothing.
You really all live down here?
You get used to it, and it's safe. But watch out for the tunnels at the back. They're old and in danger of collapsing.
I wouldn't have thought you'd have a bar here.
You mean the cellar? Yeah, as long as the goddamn resistors don't try to get it closed down. It's a good place, and its owner, Ghosta, is a useful man to know.
So where's your quartermasters?
Are you blind? Just over there. Come with me. Talk to Tengus. He decides who can and can't trade here.
Each man gets one ration a day.
But Master Tengus, that's just not enough.
Perhaps you'd rather eat nothing at all.
Forgive me, Master Eye.
Never question me again.
Yes. Praise be to Roblox.
And blessed be the balance. Yeah. Go on, get out of here. May Oblivion find you, stranger. I see you've traveled a great distance to be here. What do you want? My approval?
All I want is to be able to trade.
And why should I let you do that? An outsider, a non-believer. You won't get anything here without my say-so. Not a job, not a crumb of bread.
No exceptions?
You're an uninvited guest in our home. You'll have to give me a reason to help you.
Maybe there's something I can do for you.
You do something for me? I am the Master of Steel. Whatever I want, I have made. And anything I lose, I can have found.
Guess I better be going then.
Wait. Are you a man of war?
Of course.
I thought so. Now listen. Until you've been given permission to stay, you will not be allowed to trade, and you will not waste any more of my time. We'll see if circumstances change. Now leave.
How did things go with Tengus? Did you get your trading permit?
Nope, not yet.
Thought not. If everything goes well with Khan, you'll have enough time later to convince him.
Let's keep moving.
Don't worry. I'll convince Khan to let you stay. Let's go and see him then. Stay close to me. One more thing you need to know. You don't speak unless Khan speaks to you. Understand?
You got it.
What are you doing here, Dmitri? You'd better have a good reason for leaving your post.
I need to talk to Khan.
But the Great Khan doesn't want to talk to you.
This stranger is asking for refuge.
Interesting.
Murat and I both think he'd make a good Morkhan. We've lost a lot of people recently. We need good new replacements.
And he came here voluntarily, you say?
Yes.
That's unusual. Khan will consider your request. The stranger can stay here until Khan has made his decision. He should return tomorrow and await Khan's judgment.
You get all that?
Yeah. Why didn't he tell me that himself?
It's the rules. As a Morkhan, I'm superior to you, and also responsible for you. It's a privilege to speak with the voice of Khan, and an even bigger one when Khan addresses you personally. So, you heard him. Any more questions?
Why doesn't Khan speak himself?
Khan is a resistor, and he takes his devotion to oblivion, to the void. I guess you'd say nothingness? Very seriously. He holds his tongue as a sign of his absolute devotion to the silence of Ravak.
Sounds a little over the top.
You think that's over the top? There have been followers of Ravak who have taken their own lives to be one with the void. To die is to rejoin the purity of the oblivion.
Does that mean you all want to die?
Of course not. Just realize that no one is expected to devote themselves to Ravak as much as Khan does. All that is expected of an ordinary Morkhan is that they honor the balance. Speaking little or seeking the peace of death is honorable, but we're still people with free will. But if you want people here to respect you, you have to prove you also champion the will of Ravak. Oh, and don't forget to check in with Khan once in a while. If you really can't wait, you can pass the time in the cellar. Or just sleep.
I'm busy already.
Good. Then I can leave you alone with a clear conscience. Murat's probably complaining already. I better get back. You'll find me at the gate if you need me. See ya.
You have no... This is for the best, believe me.
Guys like you get nothing from me.
Why is that?
You'll find out soon enough.
Hey, you.
Fuck you. I don't talk to outsiders.
Always boozing.
You me both.
I don't want to talk about it.
Anyone who says those damn idiots.
I have to do something about it. The way I see it, the towers are just one problem.
Strange.
Stop, outsider. The Great Khan will speak with you.
Finally.
Khan will inform you whether you'll be tolerated here. Go and talk to him. May Ravak accompany you on your path.
I was told you wished to stay with us.
I want to join you.
You must prove yourself. Everyone here contributes to the balance. You must work like everybody else. We don't tolerate parasites. Show that you will act in our interest. Contribute.
What do you want me to do?
My overseers will instruct you. Enough talking. Duty calls. May Ravak watch over you.
You heard the Great Khan. Report to Tengus and Zarina. They will give you work.
Where can I find Zarina?
At the Blood Shrine above, next to the entrance to the arena. Be cautious when you speak to her. She is not only a priestess, she punishes those who commit a crime.
You got a minute?
Heretics. It's always the same with you. Stick to us like shit on boots. Takes a lot of effort to scrape you off.
That's your answer?
You still here? Listen, if you've got something to say, then let's hear it. But I'll still be telling you to disappear afterwards.
You're quite the diplomat.
You've got a smart mouth that I'll happily help keep shut for you. And just so you know, I'm in charge of keeping things running smoothly around here. You don't like that? Then you best avoid me.
May Ravok be with you. Interested in any of my gear?
Sure.
I'll need to see your permit.
Well,
No permit. Just as I thought. Come back when Tengus has given you one.
I see you've been allowed to stay.
How do you know?
Because you're still alive. Let me tell you something. You may have come here with good reason. To give meaning to your life, perhaps. To find a home. But you can't stay in the grotto without giving something in return. So, you'll do what we tell you to.
And what does that mean?
It means completing a job to my satisfaction.
All right, we have an agreement.
You're determined enough, I see. But keep in mind that once a decision has been made, it cannot be changed. This is our way.
What is it you want me to do?
A job I can't entrust to any Morcon.
Why not?
If I could, I would have done so already. I need you to find Ivan, one of our warriors. He should return as soon as possible. You can visit our merchants for equipment or anything else you might need for your journey.
It's about Ivan.
What's the problem? I told you what to do.
I need more information.
Very well.
Where should I start the search?
That's for you to find out.
Does he have any friends?
He has a wife, Marika. But she claims not to know anything. Talk to her if you think it'll help.
What do you want from him?
He was sent out to find supplies for our people.
I thought you said he was a warrior.
Of course he is. How else could he carry out the raids to secure those supplies? What matters is we're still waiting for them. We can't live on prayers alone.
If I'm going on this search, I'll need some equipment.
You can get provisions from our supplier. And you'll probably need ammunition. Speak to our weapons dealer for that.
What about healing potions?
Better to endure the pain than to numb it. But I don't expect you to understand that. You're no Morcon, after all. Look for Ghosta in the cellar. He might have what you need. And you'll find plenty of other merchants around the grotto. Just keep your eyes open. Do not betray my trust, and do what needs to be done.
Good to see you.
What goods have you got?
Sure.
May Ravok be with you. Interested in any of my gear?
Sure.
So you have permission to trade. Good. Now you just need the shards to back it up. If you've got enough on you, we're in business.
Show me what you got.
My pleasure.
What do you want? We don't let your kind in here. Pay or get out.
Don't like outsiders, huh?
Makes no difference to me where you're from. We're all worthless in the eyes of Ravak.
So what do you want?
What I want? Blood. Or sweat.
What?
That's what you can pay me in. So, which is it gonna be?
Sweat? You mean work, right?
Clever boy.
And the other option? The blood?
Yours. In a duel. With me. So, what's it gonna be?
Sweat. I'll work.
We have to clear rubble from the tunnels.
Where are the tools for me to do that?
Right there on the end of your wrists. Just shift the little pieces. Bigger ones are someone else's problem. Don't let me see you again till you've finished.
About the rubble.
What about it?
Which tunnels do I look in?
All of them.
What?
You go in, you take a look. If there's rubble, you start clearing it.
That's it?
Well, there's the chance of being crushed or buried alive. Not very stable, them tunnels. So the roof might collapse in on you while you're digging.
I'll take my chances.
That's what the last asshole said. Just before the roof collapsed on him. Finished, have you? Now, then fuck off!
May you find oblivion. I have some items for sale. You can take a look if you have the money. Only if you're allowed to trade, of course. But you should know that. Not a lot to choose from, but it's better than nothing.
Where do you get your goods?
From our warriors. Most of their loot goes to the community, but some's reserved for trading. And anything the traders can't sell ends up here.
Tengus says you're Ivan's wife?
What's he doing getting an outsider involved? I know Ivan is late, but he'll be back soon. And I just know he'll bring plenty with him.
Where did he go?
Wherever there's something to scavenge. Besides, he didn't go alone. Danilo is with him. But Tengus isn't looking for him. Don't the Resistors have better things to do?
About Ivan.
I've told you everything I know.
You mentioned Danilo. Who's he?
A warrior, like my husband.
Has he come back yet?
No.
Then that doesn't help me.
They'll be back soon, I told you. So stop wasting my time.
Where does Ivan usually go?
How should I know? I've never left the grotto.
He must have talked about it. What it looks like. Anything.
He's mentioned stones, and cliffs, and ice.
Ignadon.
Maybe, but he wouldn't go there now. He said it's getting dangerous. Lots of troop movements.
Anything else you remember?
That's enough. You're wasting your time. I've said all I'm gonna say. I don't care if Tengus sent you. The other Resistors won't like me talking to an outsider. I hardly know you. You think I'm gonna risk my life for you?
I'll come back later.
Just leave it be.
Let's trade.
Take a look around.
getting involved with him. Don't think about it. We'll do everything you can.
This is my rubble, all right? Mine! I don't need any help. Shoo! Shoo!
The Tulga told me to take care of it.
It's my job. Mine! You hear?
Not anymore.
I don't care what you say.
Why do you even care what I'm doing?
Because I don't want to work anywhere else.
And what's that got to do with me?
You're stuffing your pockets with stones.
I don't see the connection.
Then let me explain it to you. The overseers have been giving me one shitty job after another. And if they didn't like my work, it was a beating. Every time. Just look at my back and you'll see.
That's okay. Keep talking.
This whole place is falling apart, and the tunnels are no exception. Since the guards don't want to be down here, it's just folk like me taking care of the rubble. And that's why a bunch of us volunteered right away.
I get it. No guards, no beatings.
Exactly. You can just get on with it. No one looking over your shoulder.
Then how come it's just you down here?
The ceiling collapsed. Killed the others. Thought I was done for too.
So you wanted to quit?
Are you crazy? I can hardly believe my luck. All this work just for me. The longer it takes, the longer the guards leave me alone. Then you come along and mess everything up. You see now, right? And you'll hand over the stones? Keep me from another beating?
Sorry, I can't do that.
Look at me. If Tulga comes after me, I'm finished. What do you even want with this stuff? It's worthless. You can't sell it. But to me, it means peace and quiet. Come on. I hardly have the strength to beg anymore. Help me out here.
All right.
Ravank be praised.
I think you mean Ravok.
Who cares who their crappy god is? Main thing is keeping those lunatics off me.
You're not a Morcon then?
Not until they forced me to be one. I was with the outlaws. A free man. A raid here, a shady deal there. Then one day, I wandered a little too far.
And now you're not so free. I get it.
One more thing. If you collect any more rocks, bring them to me. Better if you just leave them where they are, but I know guys like you just can't help themselves. You better go now, though. Workers who waste time talking get into trouble.
You don't belong here. These tunnels could come down on your head at any time. Not a good place to be hunting rats.
forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me. I have something for you.
I knew you were still collecting them. And I can even pay you for it. Look what I found. Hope you like it. Ah, yes. I don't need any more rocks. You've brought more than enough to show the guys up top how hard I've been working. I can finally relax for a little while. It's not like anyone needs to know all the work's done. Thanks again. You're a kind soul.
You can teach me something, can't you?
Me? Ha! The only thing I know about is the composition of rat shit.
Come on. You must know something.
All right, all right. You're a real pain in the ass, you know? I've learned a thing or two about mining. It's hardly rocket science, but if you insist, I'll show you. Let me know when you want to get started.
Show me how to improve my mining.
We'll get started in just a sec.
Don't you want to get out of here?
No way! Better 1,000 beatings than stepping outside the gates. Those purple creatures will suck you dry in a second. Keep your mouth shut, keep your head down. That's my motto.
Finished, have you? Now, then fuck off.
About the rubble.
What about it?
Sloppy will take care of it.
Like hell he will. He's already taken too fucking long. Why do you think I told you to do it?
So what now? I gave him everything I collected.
Well, tough shit. You still failed.
Seriously?
Hauling rubble is apparently too complicated. Finished, have you? Now, then fuck off!
This won't work.
Don't talk. Anyone sees us talk. Go on.
Hey! These tunnels...
Finished, have you? Now? What about it?
I've cleared all the rubble.
Have you now?
Are you taking this stuff or not?
What I look like, a fucking garbage dump? Throw it into one of the rubble heaps. Use the one in the living quarters. No one there's gonna complain.
I should just chuck this junk and get back to Batulga.
Finished, have you? Now?
All done.
Eh, not bad for a non-Morcon. Suppose you're expecting some kind of reward now.
Only the one that we agreed to.
You'll get what's coming to you. Don't worry. You will always be welcome here. Ghosta will serve you right away. May Oblivion find you.
Do you have anything else besides guarding the cellar?
I pray to Ravak and try to strengthen my spirit. I also teach pain, but you know that already. There are just too many who want to escape pain. Suffering is a necessary experience. But if your question is about the practical aspects of my work, I'd be happy to share my expertise.
Teach me something about fighting.
I'd be happy to.
May you find oblivion. I have... Oh... That's it. I hardly...
We can help each other.
We don't need your help. Got it?
You sure about that?
The Resistors hate outsiders. Why are you working with them?
I just want to make sure Ivan's okay.
And that means playing Tengus's lapdog? You outsiders are all crazy. Not to mention stubborn.
Does that mean you'll help me?
Will you quit asking questions?
I promise.
Fine. Take this key. It opens Ivan's chest. It's in our sleeping quarters. You'll find your answers inside.
Let's trade.
Take a look around.
Hey, do you have a few shards to spare for me?
What do you need them for?
Just thirsty, is all. Got dust in my lungs.
Here, take these.
Thanks. That's good of you. Now the day looks a little less bleak.
You've got your ears everywhere, too.
Ain't all as bad as it seems.
Aren't you making this a little too easy?
Not interested.
So, you made it past Betulga, huh? Welcome to the cellar, where only the alcohol counts. Here, this one's on the house.
Thanks.
If you want anything else, just holler. I don't serve piss here. Just the finest hooch from the hands of our dead enemies.
Is everyone treated so well here?
Of course! The best wares bring the best customers, as I always say. Not every innkeeper can say that with a straight face. Nobody here keeps a tab.
So, the guy at the door was an exception, right?
How so?
He was asking for shards.
Is that right? I'll deal with that right away.
Everything's in a besser, Dyer.
Off the stool, scum!
You and me both. I just don't think about it.
My head. The infection. I'd already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
No,
Looks like Betulga's getting sloppy. Best remind him of his duties and introduce you to each other. You know the rule. No shards, no cellar.
I'll be sorted soon. Promise.
You'll be a bloody pulp soon. Get out of here, you fucking parasite. I don't believe it. That damn beggar's back.
What do I care? You have to take a chance when you find one. If you believe the rumors, they left.
I hate beggars. Those lowlifes have no business in my cellar. What have I got to be upset about? You want to buy something?
Tengus says you can fix me up with a few healing potions.
A wise man. Please, help yourself.
I can just take whatever I want?
Wait, what? Well, you gotta pay me, obviously. I'm not a damn charity. Did Tengus suggest they were free? I'd give him a bloody nose for that.
If you say so.
Don't believe me? You're intimidated, though, aren't you? Admit it.
Nope.
Just a little?
Not in the slightest.
Fine. Then I want to see what can be done so you don't go squealing to Tengus again. I don't have much. Supplies are low, thanks to the Tavar barbarian skirmishes. Take a handful of healing potions, or you can even have the recipe. I'd take the recipe, if I were you. As long as you know your ass from your elbow, you could make healing potions yourself.
I'll take the recipe.
Good choice. Here you go.
And the ingredients?
Ravak, save me. This is theft. Fine. Just take them.
Isn't there something missing?
Yeah, your damn conscience. Look, just be glad I can give you most of what you need.
How did you come to have an inn?
The cellar ain't just any old inn. But how I came by it is a long story. Could give you the shortened version if you're really interested.
I'm all ears.
Okay. Well, I inherited the cellar from my father, Ravak bless his soul. Back then, he was a thorn in the Resistors' side. When the dispute between the poachers and the Resistors worsened, there was a change of thinking.
In what way?
Let's just say alcohol is good for more than just wrecking your liver. It can take the edge off pain.
So what?
Well, pain features pretty heavily in the Resistors' punishments. Haven't you heard of the Blood Cistern and the Tormentors? If not, then lucky for you. Not every Morkan who claims to serve Ravak can cope with torture without something to lessen the agony. The Resistors know that. That's why they turn a blind eye to booze. Don't practice what you preach, as the saying goes, I think. And all of this so the poachers don't go to the barricades.
I see. Then what?
Well, rowdy drunks are just as dangerous as a couple of troublemakers. So I devised a clever system to keep some order. Batulga.
Isn't that bad for business?
Not at all. Batulga makes sure that only those with deep pockets are welcome in the cellar. Alexit has a nasty habit of disappearing out of the pockets of those who don't know how to defend themselves. The system works for me. Yeah, some scum slips through here and there, but Batulga is always happy to take out the trash.
What do you have to offer?
Take a look for yourself.
I need information.
Ah, then you've come to the right place. The only small problem is that talking gives me such a dry mouth. Of course, I'd love to just help myself to a drink, but I wouldn't be able to stay in business if I did. Know what I mean?
You want payment.
To the point, huh? Then, yes, some small remuneration is required. Gotta make a living after all, and times are hard. Cheer up, though. First one's for free.
How can I earn a few shards?
You're looking at your answer.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for bar work.
Not what I had in mind. I know a fighter when I see one. So how about taking part in my little contests? All you need is guts and some shards for your wager.
And this is all legal, right?
Legal? Of course! Absolutely! Just a harmless way to let off some steam. And nobody needs to know if a few shards change hands, do they?
Who's fighting in the contests?
Nice try. Wager first.
What? I need to bet before I know my opponent?
Yeah, of course. Where's the excitement otherwise? Soon as I see your stake, I'll tell you a bit about your opponent. Just tell me when you're ready.
You and me both. I don't believe everything you hear. Fortune favors the stupid. Apparently they have a plan to keep them working until they fall over.
So he's hiding in Tavar. Interesting. I found Ivan. He's with the Berserkers.
The Berserkers? Why would he... Oh, I don't care. Please, just bring him back safely. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he does need help.
teach you to talk back to me. Well, look what we have here. Just in time for our little party. Looks like this one's finished. But I'm not. So what do you think? Want to take his place?
I see you haven't changed.
Can't say the same about you, idiot. Still wasting your life in that shithole?
Not anymore. A lot's happened since then. What are you doing here anyway? Thought you were with the outlaws.
Used to be. I'm done with those assholes. Berserkers are in charge at the fort now. To hell with that. Then there's Baxter up at the crater. Fucker wanted me to work my way up from the bottom. You believe that? My own people. Figure I might as well hang out with the crazies here.
What about your brother? Still in touch with him?
Logan? Screw him. Ever since the Berserkers kicked him off the throne, he's just another asshole. Hangs around the coast these days. Still acting like he's a duke, though. Murder, robbery, the huge. Who cares? I have other plans.
Looks like you got a good thing going.
Hey, they're a bunch of violent psychos. Of course they love me. You know how it is. We both know how to land on our feet. Still hanging out with that little tramp? What was her name? Kaya? Heard you two had a kid.
Yeah, it's been, interesting.
Whatever. None of my business.
Like what?
The Morcons might be crazy, but at least they get right to it. Something needs doing, they get it done. No fucking around.
Sounds like the perfect match.
Not the smartest bunch, though. Could be taking over the world, but they'd rather hide down here. You ask me, they should have climbed out of this hole a long time ago. It's like they're scared shitless of everyone out there.
What do you mean?
What they need is an emissary. Someone to tell the other factions how it's gonna be.
Since when do you care about other people?
I used to care about you, didn't I, asshole? Or have you forgotten already? Anyway, things have changed. It's a whole new game.
What kind of game?
You been out there lately? There's giant towers all over the place. War, plagues, all kinds of shit. Of course, the Morcons have no idea what's going on. The odd vandal comes back from a raid with a scrap of information. It's not enough. We have to start talking to the other factions. Either that or we get slaughtered.
I need people I can trust. I could really use someone like you.
I'm listening.
Renegades and anyone willing to fight the invaders in their towers are gathering at the Bastion of Caracas.
Yeah, I heard. Why do you think I was telling you my plans? But first, you'd have to do something for me.
What?
I help you with your crazy plan. You help me with mine.
Uh-huh. And just how much trouble am I getting into?
No big deal. Just the other factions... well, they kinda have issues with me. I need someone who knows how these assholes think. Someone who can get me in the door with them and have my back if things go south.
Okay, then. I help you with your diplomatic mission. You join the fight at the Bastion.
Deal. Okay, let's see what group of freaks you've put together at the Bastion. I bet it's a big old bunch of losers, drunks, and deadbeats.
You'll fit right in.
Guess I'll be seeing you. And quit staring at my ass!
I'm going for a smoke.
Well, don't let me disturb you.
Wasn't gonna. Hang on. You look familiar. That deadpan expression. Ah, you must be Jax.
Have we met?
Don't think so.
How do you know who I am, then?
Heard all about you, is all. You led some shit with the elves, right? And then just disappeared.
That's an interesting interpretation.
We all got our baggage. You and I are alike in that. Hadn't expected to see you in this shithole. Want something from me? If not, I'm lighting up.
You're not from around here, are you?
Nah. I lived in the crater for a long time. Worked for one of Baxter's bootlickers. A bounty hunter, if you're interested. I was a fucking mutt on a leash. Whatever was going, I took it. Ah, but that was another life. I ain't proud of it.
So what brought you to the Morcons?
Happy coincidence, I guess. Was finishing up a contract. Had to put a bullet in some poor sap's skull. Just pull the trigger and job done. Didn't realize the poachers were after my target too. I was so focused on the hapless sod, I didn't notice them. Of course, they wanted to know who got to their prey first. I was stuffed. There were too many of them. It was either dig my own grave or be taken here.
Changing sides wasn't difficult for you then, huh?
Nope, not particularly. I ain't any better anywhere else. The Berserkers hate anyone who's eaten from Baxter's palm. And I ain't heard shit from the clerics in a long time. And the Alps sure as shit ain't an option. At least here there's clear rules, clear structure.
You've never wanted to go back?
If I so much as put my little toe in the crater, that'd be that. But if you're going there, you could take something for me. Don't worry, it ain't much, and I'll pay you for it.
I'm heading to the crater soon. I'll take your package.
Good to hear it. I'll get it together by tomorrow. Just in case you have a change of heart.
About your package.
I haven't got everything together yet. Come back later.
free from this false order. Free from pain in a world of equality, ruled by darkness and oblivion. In Ravok's name. You better have a good reason for interrupting my prayer.
Who are you?
This is what you're interrupting me for? I demand respect from everyone, including you. Just remember this. I am the mistress of the Blood Shrine, witness to Ravok's mercy. You live or die at my command. You will be judged before me. Never forget that. But since you've already interrupted me, you might as well tell me again why you're here.
Khan sent me.
What does that mute want from me?
He said I should work for you.
He must see something in you then. It's highly unusual for him to attend to a newcomer personally. Yeah. You could clean the shrine, or...
Or what?
I need someone neutral. Someone who doesn't believe in Ravok. Who can attend to a matter with fresh eyes.
So what is it?
Certain elements here in the grotto are trying to disrupt the balance. These individuals are extremely cautious. They would never reveal themselves to a Morcon.
That sounds dangerous.
You can determine just how dangerous once you find them. Take this amulet. It will draw them out. Show it around, but without being too obvious about it. Hopefully, they will notice you.
About the amulet. Who should I show it to?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need you. Try it with someone like Dimitri or Marat at the gate. They see everything that goes on. Ghosta and his bouncer are usually well informed too. Or ask around at the cellar.
What kind of people am I looking for?
All you need to know is that they're a threat to the balance and our way of life.
Where did you get this amulet?
One of the gate guards, Marat, found it under a table down in the cellar. You can ask him about it yourself if you want.
Hey, wait. That's the amulet I found in the cellar. How'd you get your hands on it? You better have a good explanation.
Zarina gave it to me. What do you know about it?
Zarina entrusted you with that? You're not even a Morcon.
That's why she chose me.
Not my place to question Zarina, so I'll tell you what I know. Was having a drink with Ghosta in the cellar. I went to my table, stood on something hard. Found this amulet stuffed in a crack in the ground. Of course, when I recognized what it was, I went straight to Zarina and gave it to her.
Is that everything?
What do you mean? That's it. Just drop it. An outsider shouldn't get involved in our matters. Leave me alone. Got work to do.
I just wanted to thank you again.
Thank me? For what?
For helping me with Khan.
I'm glad I could help. Between us, I think you being here could be the spark that ignites the flame of change.
Me?
That's what I'm hoping.
You seen this before?
An amulet? Sure. They're things you hang around your neck.
No shit.
It's kinda nice. Would you sell it to me?
Sorry, I'd rather keep it.
What for?
I'm trying to find out who it might belong to.
Can't help you there, but if you can't find the owner, I'll take it off your hands.
I need to work. If you want something, come back later this evening when I'm free.
Do you spar with your fighters too?
It's not really an option. I would be a pathetic opponent, but I can still give the odd piece of advice here or there.
That'll do.
Great. Then we can get on with it.
I want to learn from you.
Then listen up, boy.
About the arena. I could do that.
That would be useful. I'm not as young as I used to be. First of all, someone needs to go speak to Venya about getting more creatures. And I really don't want to do it.
Why not?
Because every time we talk, we end up fighting. I guess we got different ideas about what the arena's for. If you want to go talk to her, that would be great.
Consider it done.
If you can get the arena running again, I'll give you something more valuable than any shard of Elexit. I'll let you fight in my arena.
Where can I find Venya?
Take a look around the arena. She's been taking care of the cages. Just let her know I'm waiting for those creatures.
What's that supposed to be?
So you haven't seen it before?
Looks religious. Maybe ask Zarina. She knows about that sort of thing.
Still just as many of those cutthroats.
Listen, I said I'm not interested.
Aren't you making this a little too easy?
I've heard that before.
What can you tell me about this?
Interesting. How does a stranger get an amulet like this?
You recognize it?
That depends.
Give me a break.
Oh, I'm getting old. Memory's hazy. Ooh, a few shards should sharpen it, though.
Zarina sent me.
Ah, so you're doing a bit of digging around, are you? Well, I know a little about it. Come closer. Marat found it here. It bears the face of Crichton.
Who's Crichton?
Shh! Keep your voice down. You don't know? Crichton's the Forbidden God. He once existed peacefully alongside Ravak. But now, believing in him, even talking about him, can get you in a whole heap of shit. But it looks like there are still a few followers who haven't been murdered yet.
Did you see who lost it?
No, it was a busy night. Could barely keep tabs on the bar, let alone lost property.
What's so bad about it?
Well, let's just say whoever lost it won't be pleased. The amulet suggests there's a group of people who don't believe in the value of balance. I'd guess Zarina doesn't like that one bit.
I don't have any other questions.
That's good, Because probably the only thing I haven't told you is the color of my underwear.
No matter what you say, I just don't see it like that.
Nobody cares.
Don't worry.
Ah, screw it. Clearly not getting rid of you that easily. What do you want?
I'm new around here.
Can't help but notice you look nothing like a Morcon. How about telling me who you are and what you're doing here?
I'm looking for work.
Man, if only all the new recruits were so keen. Sorry to disappoint, though. Unless the Patriarch himself sent you, I don't have any work. Although, if you want to kill some time, might have something for you.
What does it involve?
Nothing much. Just a quick hunting trip, get some dinner. Can't stand the sight of damn rat meat anymore.
So what do you want to hunt?
Nothing too exotic. Maybe a screamer or two. Just something to wash the taste of rat out of my mouth. You coming?
You can teach me something, can't you?
Maybe. But I won't have time until after the hunt.
You ever seen something like this?
How? How did you get your hands on this? Listen, you might want to avoid flashing it around.
I'm looking for the amulet's owner.
Huh. Interesting. I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Let's go hunting.
Don't worry. It won't be a long and arduous trip. Saw some big, juicy screamers in the ruins above the grotto. But we need to be extra careful. The area is overrun with mutants. And if we're really unlucky, some Reavers might show up.
Will that be a problem?
Ha! Not for me. Come on, let's get going. We haven't got all day, you know. Follow me. Never introduced myself, did I? Name's Vlad.
Jax.
Aren't you making this a
that's
little
so.
too easy?
Not the kind of name you hear every day. Where are you from?
Oh, my life's been a journey. You know, twists, turns.
Hey, if you don't want to give me details, you could have just said so. Not a bad idea to keep things under wraps around here. You never know who's listening in. Fresh air. Man, that recycled, purified crap in the grotto ain't the same.
How does the air purification work?
Ravok knows. Do I look like a techie to you? Long as it works, right? Okay if we keep moving?
Sure.
Great. Off we go, then. If you don't mind, I'm planning on making a little detour.
What kind of detour?
Got some business to take care of with a merchant. She's in an outpost of ours. More or less on the way up to the ruins.
I thought Morcons needed a permit for that.
What makes you think I don't have one, huh? Yeah, we have a lot of rules, but when you learn the system, you gotta love it. Anyway, let's take a quick breather. Maybe you'd finally like to tell me where you're from.
You want to know where I'm from?
For most people, it's a pretty simple question. Trying to run away from something awful you did in a past life?
Ever heard of Zakor?
Yeah? What about it?
That's where I'm from. I was once a commander in the war.
By Ravok, you were an Alb.
A long time ago, but yeah, I was.
Did you defect? Renounce them?
Seems so, doesn't it?
Man, takes a lot of courage to recognize your people's flaws and part ways, whatever the consequences. Respect that a lot. Anyway, enough jabbering. Let's get a move on. Not much further to the Morcon outpost.
What business do you have there exactly?
Just business. The details aren't any outsider's concern. Tell me something. How'd you end up in the grotto?
Why you want to know?
Just curious. No need to get all defensive. Almost there. We don't have all day.
Sure?
Hold on for a moment, okay? I'll be right back.
Oh, Vlad. What can I help you with?
You have it? You know what?
Yeah, I got it.
Hand it over then.
I don't have it here, dipshit. It's in the usual place.
I already looked there.
Wait, what? Oh, shit. Someone must have stolen it. Look, I'll deal with this when I have a second.
You better. Anyway, I'm going. Got other things to be doing.
Really? That's so.
Well, I'm done here. Shall we carry on?
About that merchant.
Yeah, what about her?
What did you trade with her?
Nothing interesting. I bring her a few odds and ends from the grotto. She gives me stuff in return. Nothing more to say, really.
You're not telling me what's really going on.
What do you... Look, just keep your nose out of it, okay? None of your damn business. Maybe I'll share a few details if we get to know each other better.
Whatever you're up to, I want in.
Just like that, huh? Let's finish the hunt first, okay? I'll think it over.
Let's go.
Sure, follow me.
The cheater becomes...
You're an interesting guy, you know that?
Really? In what way?
The second you catch a whiff of profit, you dive in head first. Screw asking if what we're up to is above the board or not.
Does that bother you?
Me? Not one bit. You just might want to be more careful about who you make these kind of offers to. What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Where exactly did you see the Screamers?
In the ruins. We should be there soon. Don't let your guard down. This place is a stomping ground for mutants too. Don't want to get their attention. Those tasty screamers I saw should be around here somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled. Listen, don't engage without me. I know they're just screamers, but there are loads of them.
Where exactly did you see the Screamers?
In the ruins. We should be there soon. Don't let your guard down. This place is a stomping ground for mutants too. Don't want to get their attention. Those tasty screamers I saw should be around here somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled. Listen, don't engage without me. I know they're just screamers, but there are loads of them. Right, the screamers should be around here somewhere. When I saw the pack last time, there were more than a few. Okay, how's this for a plan? I'll stay here and lay a trap. You go on ahead and lure them to me.
How many Screamers are we talking about?
Can't say exactly. Around a dozen, I'd say. Not that it matters. If we stick with my plan, we'll take them all without breaking a sweat. Get going then. You draw them this way and I'll wait here. The perfect pincer attack. I'll show that monster!
Where exactly did you see the Screamers?
In the ruins. We should be there soon. Don't let your guard down. This place is a stomping ground for mutants too. Don't want to get their attention.